Yo, what it is, your boy SK. SK broke off, court here live on scene, 500 Pearl Street, United States of America versus Sean Puff Diddy Combs. Hey, so now we wait, jury's deliberating currently. We got a quick update. First of all, let me say this. My luggage was stolen, so you will see no SK attire today. So if someone's around, if someone's spotted in New York City with what winners do official gear on, you already know what that was. So hey, to that person, and you keep that, and you sport that, and you send people to the website to buy some more. But hey, and also on the bus today, or on the train today, a dude had his shoe off, rubbing his feet with like flakes of like dry skin floating in the air. This shit was getting to my face. I looked at him like, hey fam, what we doing? He said, oh my bad. And kind of put his shoe back on, but I'm like, duh. Is this what New York really be on? Like for real? So, hey, alright, so now, back to business. So up here in front of the courthouse, right? Jury's currently deliberating. So let's go over some things from yesterday first, okay? So now, as a matter of fact, like, subscribe, share, and give me some stars. Your boy needs stars. Give SK stars. Wherever the star button is, hit the star button. Molest the star button. Hit it bad. Oh, that was wild. Hey, but so here we go. Alright, so check game. Alright, so now, yesterday, the jury picked the foreman within basically 20-30 minutes. Alright, we was in there, like literally, we hadn't been able to get up and leave before the foreman has been picked. Alright, jury number 5. Jury number 5 is a tall, young white fella on the jury I told y'all about before, right? Tall, skinny, white guy. Evidently, he's highly educated. Like he's I forget what his profession is, but he's a guy. Like he's not no slouch. You know, he's a successful. I can't gauge his pocket, but he's a successful, educated man. All right, young guy, probably in his early 30s, probably about 31, 32, maybe be 29. All right. So now they picked him to be the foreman. Okay, so now he's a foreman. So the foreman don't got no extra power. The foreman basically just the spokesman for the jury. Like when it's time to read the verdict, the foreman's going to read it. He's going to pass notes back and forth from the judge. He's basically kind of like spearheading and organizing the jury room. So basically, whatever type of set they got going on, he's basically kind of like organizing things. He's basically coaching the room, basically. Okay? All right. So no, that's responsibility. No extra responsibility. That's what. Oh, but hold on. Listen. Bam. I was setting up here, right? Sitting in my little space, and lo and behold, Jane Doe walked by and walked in the courtroom. I was like, hold on, is that? Like, yes. Like, she had shades on, kind of walked with her hair down, had a little dress on and shit. I'm like, what's going on with that? Like, something fishy about that. But Jane Doe's here. And trust me, you would recognize Jane Doe if you seen Jane Doe. Like, you ain't gonna mistake that one. Like, you gonna recognize Jane Doe. So I'm like, damn, what's she here? So she in here for some reason, obviously. We hadn't got word that the verdict's been reached anything, but she's in here. So after I get off with y'all, SK going in there to find out what's going on. I'm gonna call a couple of my people, my contacts in there, kind of bump some shoulders, security guards, see what's going on, see if you can give me some insight. But that's that. All right. So she's in here. Don't know why. Cause trial's over with. They wasn't no jury deliberation, but she's in here. All right. Is she worth shooting your shot after all others? Yeah, I would still shoot at that. Cause I know how she get down. What are real? I know how she get down, so yeah, I still shoot at that. I know you with it. Hey, but hold on. All right, so yeah, so she's here. So now, like I said, juror number 5 is the foreman. So now, review. Within like 40 minutes, they came back with a note to the judge, basically saying that hey, they had an issue with one of the jurors. So the note was that the judge came out there and was like, and we received a note from the jurors, and we have a juror who cannot follow instructions. So basically, within 40 minutes, there was an issue with one of the jurors, wouldn't follow instructions, and by the notes words, we don't feel he'll be able to follow the judge's instructions on this, right? So now, the whole court like, what does that mean? Like, without more information. So the judge was like, hey, I need more information to really understand what y'all talking about. And there wasn't any really more information given, but they basically was kind of like, okay, so the judge and the prosecution was like, they wasn't really feeling it. It was like, all right, let's investigate, see what's going on, case may be. The defense was like, nah, it's early in the process. Let them cook. Like, let them out there. Let them cook. Let them cook. The judge was like, why don't y'all just go back out there and kind of work out, see what's going on, all right? So now, the whole debate now has been, what was that about? Now, I will tell you, the juror they talking about is juror number 25. Juror number 25 is an older white guy, about 53 years old. All right, I've seen him many times coming through the screen. He also is highly educated. Matter of fact, he has a PhD in like marine biology or something crazy like that. Like, fam is like a dude. So it's not a matter of competence. It's a matter of his own personal discretion or his own personal stance. Now, it's something you have to be familiar with that may come into play in this case. It's a term called jury nullification. All right, I'm gonna say that again. The term is jury nullification. All right, now ask SK, ask your boy, what does that mean? Say, what's that mean, SK? I'm telling you. All right, your boy got you. Jury nullification means that it's when a juror believes that the plaintiff, where the jury believes the person on trial has violated the letter of the law, but basically they can't roll with it. Like, yeah, by what you're telling me, he violated this law, but I'm not feeling this, I'm not rolling, and I'm not voting him guilty on that. That's essentially what it is. That's basically the juror saying like, yes, you're right, he broke the law, but fuck that. He going, I'm not voting, I'm not rolling. All right. So why is that important here? It's speculated that potentially maybe this juror has basically stated like, look, I don't care what y'all say, I'm not rolling with none of this shit. Like, fam, going home. Like, I don't do none of this shit. Now, it's all speculation, but this is something that's potentially put on the table. Now, the other theories on what may be going on, well, it's two theories. One may be that he may have just came in there and like, look, I don't want to do none of this like deliberation shit. Mm-hmm. My mind is made up. He's guilty or he's innocent. It may be either way, right? So now, with that being said, the other side of it too is basically like they're saying he may not be able to understand what's going on, but clearly by his education or background, he clearly understands he clearly can comprehend the instructions. So now, what the issue was or what he was hardline standing on, no one knows. We don't. Well, the public doesn't know, but all we know is that as soon as they got there, pretty much there was an issue with dude wasn't really complying what was going on. It may have been a situation where it was like, okay, we gonna do this way, and dude was like, nah, forget all that, man. Like, dude guilty, or nah, dude innocent. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to do all that. Like, dude innocent. And him just stubbornly not complying. They was like, look, we can't work with dude. All right. They try to get dude up out of there. The judge was like, hey, y'all work that out. Now the defense especially was like, hey, nah, work that out, because in their minds, if there's dissension, that means if their disagreement, doesn't matter if it's 11 guys saying Diddy did it and him saying Diddy didn't, or 11 guys saying Diddy didn't do it and him saying he did. Dissension is good for them, because dissension means hung jury. Hung jury means shit goes over. And I highly doubt this would be a case where they be retried. So I think that personally, that in that space they would be like, look, man, like, we wasting government money on a man's sex habits. Like, what are we doing? Like, I think the public outcry would be like, fam, like, put this shit to bed. Like, it's bigger shit going on in the world than us worrying about what Puff Daddy got going on in his bed. So the defense is all for like, the defense is all for like a dissension, whatever the case may be, right? So now,
good morning, everybody.
So, but that jury nullification is real because the reason I say that is because by the letter of the law, you can convict Diddy for basically all these crimes that's put on the table. I'm going to tell you straight up. And this is somebody who's been, you can basically almost say, at this point, I'm borderline, in this case, a borderline Diddy apologist or siding with Diddy. And it's not that I don't believe the things that he didn't do some wrong shit. Like, don't get me wrong. Him beating on that girl was, I mean, you don't have to say beating on a woman's wrong. Like, we all get it, right? The way he treated people, like, was terrible. Like, listen, if I see Indeed, I see Bad Boy application on Indeed, I am not clicking that link. And I wouldn't advise you either, because Puff ain't shit as a boss. Puff Daddy is not dating my damn sister. That's not happening, all right? He is not dating one of my friends. Like, that is not going to happen. But with that being said, sex trafficking, RICO, I can't roll. Personally, I couldn't do it. So that's why jury nullification is important, because it gives the jury the right to say, yes, you know what? You're right. He violated this law. But basically, fuck that. I'm not rolling. And there's nothing they can do about that. It's totally legal. Like, the judge can't overrule it. The prosecution can't appeal it. It is what it is. Like, you know what? Like, hey, I'm not rolling. And it's a perfectly legal stance. Now, in the court, they don't really say that out loud because they don't want to have that knowing that to be an option. But that is a perfect, legitimate option, and nobody can take that right away from a jury. So basically, if you're the defense, you just need one juror to be like, hey, man, I ain't worried about all this shit, man. We ain't doing this. Like, sex trafficking, fam, really, on home girlfriend, like RICO, really? Like, no way. You know, I'm cool, man. Nah, not guilty. And that's it. That's hung jury. 11-1 hung jury. All right? So now, anything else I need to tell y'all about? The question about the drugs. So then, they came back with the question about the drugs, right? So, the question about the drugs. My girl, Rhea, what's going on? My question about the drugs. So, hey, the jury came back and was like, hey, we need clarification on the drug part. And basically, hold on. I'm making sure it wasn't saying like, hold on, people moving. People moving. Hold on, people moving. Wise people moving. Something's going on. Hold on. Stop. I think somebody's coming, must be. Hey, Pete Gang, I'ma switch to the Cyclops and see if I can get what's going on. Alright, hold on. Here I go. Here we go. Bam. All right, we on. What up, G? What's going on? All right, so y'all see like how everything look out here. People lined up. My man here be here every day. See people here. All right. Let's see what's going on. Hey, excuse me, what y'all waiting on? Are they coming in now? Oh. Are they coming out for lunch now?
No, they didn't invite us. For lunch.
Oh, okay. They just getting here?
Yeah, if they even come in. Yeah.
Did y'all see Jane Doe come through here a second ago?
Jane Doe doesn't come in here, and that wasn't Jane Doe.
That wasn't?
No.
Oh, man. Fooled me. All right, it wasn't sure. All right. Alright. I'm gonna tell you, shit wrong. That was Jane Doe. I know 1,000% sure.